B1 family, welcome to Black Logic. And this evening, we're going to first cover DJ Envy. And we won't go on. There's a lot of people making videos and content about it. And we won't necessarily dive too deep into it. But I do have a couple of things that I want to speak upon. That situation I think is important. And this is for us not to get scammed, essentially. But before we get into that, I do want to share a couple of quick videos for you guys to really discuss and go over and kind of see where I believe that DJ Envy he's already been quote unquote indicted, right? Because he's, by public opinion, he has been accused of a crime, right? Scamming people. Some people believe that he is oblivious to the scam that's going on. And family, I don't want DJ Envy to go to jail. I don't want any, black folk to go to jail. But I'll say this. He has been putting the cape on for Pena to sell these properties, and he has been the celebrity face that has been promoting such a thing. Whether you are implicit knowingly or unknowingly, you are still accomplished of a potential crime. All these are allegations, so this is allegedly. But here's my thing, family. There's been plenty of people who was part of a crime unknowingly who went to jail, because you are an accomplice regardless if you know of the crime or not. That's just the way the law works. Oh, you know what? You didn't know that you was committing a crime, so you're not going to jail. I plead the fifth, or I'm innocent, or I'm dumbfounded. I didn't even know I was in a scam the entire time. Regardless if he profited from it or not, you still help promote such a thing. You are an accomplice. And again, I told you, I have nothing against DJ Envy or the Breakfast Club or any of that. But here's my thing, family. You have to do your due diligence when dealing with business with people. Okay? You have to do your due diligence when you're talking about business. Okay? And I think that is where the problem lies. He didn't do his due diligence. Okay? So I want you guys to watch some of these clips I put together for you guys. Let's get into it.
Crib and it's $100,000, right? Let's say the crib is $100,000. Why put $100,000 down? You put 10% down. So instead of buying one crib, now you can buy 10 cribs. Now those 10 cribs, let's say, will bring you $1,000 a crib or $1,500 a crib. Now you're making $1,500 times 10, opposed to $1,500 just by one crib. But I'll tell you one thing: there's so many people that do it. Celebrities, athletes, executives.
Take $100,000 and make it.
Just pay for everything out flat, and only have minimum cribs. And me and C's really sit down with a lot of people. You'll be surprised the amount of people who we sit down with and be like, "Yo, you're doing it wrong. You need to do it like." You know,
the guy that's willing to put down $100,000, instead of him putting down $100,000, you should teach him how to.
It's a little more than $100,000.
I know.
I put down like $1 million, $2 million.
Okay,
and they pay off a whole house with $2 million. Be like, nah, you put down as minimum as possible, because now instead of just buying that one property, you buy 10 properties, and you have the money just coming in every month that pays for the properties. You got a profit, you got a boat. So if anything happens and you're acting in football and basketball, softball, baseball.
Let me cancel out this. I have a couple of things set up for you guys. Hopefully this system is working today. I know I had some issues before, but nonetheless. So there was already 10 red flags in that one video. If you guys heard that, and a lot of people was commenting on how they were out of the deal. They're like, no, I'm not going to be a part of that deal. Okay. And fam, that's another reason why I haven't been going live lately. This new platform I'm using, I'm keep having issues. I'm going to figure it out though. But nonetheless, there were so many red flags in that deal. And you had people like Joe Budden. When DJ Envy called Joe Budden, he said, hey man, that sounds like a scam. He said, hey, that sounds like a scam. Let me see here. He said, he told him, let me see what's going on here, family. Hold on. I don't think you guys can even hear me. Damn. All right, let me get out of this. I'm gonna have to start over, family. Let me start over. Test, test, test. All right, looks like I'm good. Okay. So with that being said, family, when he called Joe Budden told DJ Envy, this sounds like a scam. And DJ Envy didn't do any background checks of the actual deals that was being made. Because family, in that video, he kept stating we buy houses, we flip houses, meaning that me and my partner Pena go out, we poach investors, we take their money, we shave off our percentage, and we give them the return of investment of what the contract person stated. But there's been many people who came down and broke down all of these deals that Pena was in, and very few people, I don't want to say nobody, because in this one particular video, maybe 2 or 3 people actually got their money back, but majority of the people have lost 30,000, 50,000, 100,000 of their money. And believe me, family, there were white people, black people, Hispanic people. Everybody was losing money. Believe me, there was no discrimination coming on with this particular alleged scam. Okay, with this potential alleged scam, there was no discrimination. They took money from everybody. And I keep saying they, because in the video you guys just saw, DJ Envy kept saying we. First, you were part of this investment team, buying properties, flipping properties, selling properties, renting properties. Now, all of a sudden, oh no, well, I was just a spokesperson. Well, why did you keep including we? See, in corporate America, you have the executives. If everybody's on board and everybody's playing a part, everybody's going down. Everybody may not get the same punishment, but everybody's going down. So I looked in. Let me show you this really quickly. DJ Envy has not been charged. I think he's going to be charged. Again, I don't want to see any black man go to jail, but I believe he's going to be charged because they're going to indict him as an accomplice. It states here, August of 22, he knew there was something up with Caesar not paying his investors, said Rodriguez. So for him to say he didn't know Caesar was up to something, it's a lie. Envy has not been charged and is seeking to have all the lawsuit against him dismissed. You see what I'm saying? And this is from NBC New York News. This is what the news is stating. This is NBCNewYork.com. And the writing of this column back in 22 already stated that DJ Envy, that he knew of the deals that his partner Senior Pena was making. Okay. And ever since they say here, if you look down here, family, that his partner, right? They keep saying his partner, his business partner, which he was, say partner goes on YouTube rant and first comment since arrest. So he's been arrested and released, it seems to be. But let me go back because Joe Budden warned him of this potential Ponzi scam. And see, you got a person, international realtor. My stomach hurting like a mofo. Joe Budden told me it was a Ponzi scam, and now I'm going to jail. All right, listen to this.
Not speaking to. We have not spoken about anything. And he calls me and starts talking about some real estate shit. For me, that's odd. We don't speak. And now you calling me, telling me that your man's with the government and he could get the buildings and there's a list, it'd be me, you, and Queen Latifah and whatever the fuck he was saying, because I was walking my dog in the backyard, so I don't want to stop listening at this point. But that just sounded fishy. You give me some money, we're going to take it, we're going to get this, we're going to get that, we're going to... And my brother...
To real estate, I call 3 people. I call Clue, I call Fabulous, I call Joe Budden, right? My Desert Storm family. And I said, hey, guys, I'm doing real estate. This is something that I think that, you should invest a little bit of money in, try it out, and that way you can do it. Joe Budden told me it was a Ponzi scheme and I was going to go to jail.
No comment from DJ Envy. An inside source tells us that the iHeartRadio offices were visited by the feds who took out electronic equipment as part of this investigation.
Calls me as someone that he is not speaking to.
So that's what Joe Budden is stating, right? And Joe Budden told him when he came to him about this potential deal, he called DJ Envy called all these people. How in the hell you're the number one business partner? You're the face of the business, because no one really knew Caesar Pena. They probably knew him in the local area, but a lot of these big time investors were going to take these investments that DJ Envy was on. So if this Ponzi scheme, if this realtor scheme is actually a scheme or a scam, then DJ Envy will be getting charged, because you can't all of a sudden state publicly that you called all these people. You called all these people and you were pitching, okay? You were pitching, hey, well, he handles the paperwork, but you're the spokesperson of the business, DJ Envy. You're the face of the business. You are a part of the scam, whether you knew it or not. I don't know if they got a charge for stupidity. I don't know if they got a charge for an unknown accomplice. Like, well, they was in the bank. He said he had to withdraw money. I didn't know he was going to rob it. And when he came back to the car, he told me drive to his mama house. He didn't have a mask on or a gun, so I drove to his mama house where we all got locked up. You just can't play dumb. You just can't play dumb. And see, now that they have a celebrity and you're black, they're going to go hard in the paint on this one, family. They're going to go hard in the paint on this one, believe it or not. I would be shocked if DJ Envy does not get charged. I didn't say go to jail. I'll be surprised if DJ Envy did not get charged. I would. I'd be very surprised. Now, this is Joe Budden after the fact, after all of this has come out. He is now clowning DJ Envy, okay? Listen to this.
He's still at work tomorrow morning. Morning with DJ Envy. Hey, we as the audience like, nigga, you can shut up with that. Hey, it's over for all that. Hey, don't kill nigga.
Yo, can you put a close up on him only, nigga? Go do the watch shot.
Nah.
Put it on him.
No, today is the day of reckoning.
Yo,
it is over for all of that. The feds is pulling up, nigga. Yeah, you better get to screaming through that glass window. Leonard, to the paper shredder. Meet me at the facts. It's going to hell. Grab the copy machine. Oh, shit. Wait, what about the copy machine? No, the whole machine. Bring it. Throw it out the window. That nigga's got to destroying shit, nigga. I seen Wolf of Wall Street. I know how that shit look. Oh, and I seen a Boiler Room. I seen a few movies where
New Jack City, all that shit. Like burning shit up, nigga. Light it up.
Oh, man, yo.
I never seen the niggas in the building win. That's a fact.
All right,
I don't think niggas realize that.
So that's Joe Budden response to DJ Envy potentially getting indicted. And I say potentially because I believe he will get indicted if the investigators of this case that they're investigating Caesar on this Ponzi scheme or this scam, he will get indicted, right? Because DJ Envy is just too close not to be indicted. And I state that indictment doesn't mean he will be going to jail or serving any prison time, but I think that the allegations will be strong enough for him at least get indicted, or strong accusations be affecting him. So basically Joe Budden say no one's going to take anything you say to be truthful, because you was out here caping for your mans and he's making millions of dollars, and now all of a sudden you're pleading no contest. No, every time DJ Envy stated anything about real estate, he was talking about his partner Caesar Pena and how they are in real estate and how they are trying to give back to the community and how they want other black people to invest in real estate. Okay, even though Pena is Hispanic, but nonetheless, okay. That's simply. I just want to quickly cover that, family, before I jump into the heart of the conversation. As I stated before, he is yet to be indicted or brought up on any charges of any sort. But family, let me tell you, that's just a sticky situation. But we're going to move on from there, okay? So I truly want to get into the heart of the matter. And I really want to talk about reparations because I know a lot of things that's going on with immigration, whether it be legal or illegal. And there's all sorts of millions and billions of dollars that is coming outside the federal government to assist and support all of these other groups, okay? All of these other groups. And I just wanted to inform you guys of the assistance that a lot of immigrants, illegal immigrants, because I'm going to show you how they fall under a certain jurisdiction or labeling to scapegoat them through a lot of these potential policies. Now, as we're looking here, family, I want you. Okay, we're going to cover these in detail. Okay, but there are some things I first want to cover here. Now, when we think about reparations for foundational Black Americans, we all know our painful journey. Our people have been, we have been through so much, whether it be slavery, the Jim Crow era. You know the rundown, family, and it's been a tough road. It's been a very tough road, and we know other people. Okay, and here's the kicker: we know other people like Native Americans and Jewish Americans have received reparations in the past. You heard me, right? They have received reparations, and Native Americans are still receiving reparations. Believe it or not only did Barack Obama, but Joe Biden has given reparations to Jewish Americans as well. Okay. And I'm not hating against anybody's bag. I'm not hating about anybody receiving money from the government, which is our tax dollars. But nonetheless, how is everybody else receiving reparations except for us? Now, I want to hit you guys with some cold, hard facts, because I believe it's important, because when we break down the racial disparities that exist today, they're just simply mind-boggling. Because when we think about it from a wealth inequity or inequality to unequal access to education and our overpopulated, wrongfully indicted justice system, the playing field is far from being leveled. It's far from being leveled. And this isn't ancient history. It's happening right now. So let's talk about reparation. They would like to bring up Bill HR 40, which is just a study. It's a nothing burger. We can move on. It does nothing for Black Americans. They didn't do a study for Jewish Americans. They didn't do a study for Native Americans. They didn't do a study for the Japanese internment people who received that $20K back in the day. And I know some people like, well, the people who were aggrieved, the people were accosted by the federal government are the ones who received the money. Then I state to you, those Jewish Americans who came over here for refuge in this country, they received reparations is on paper. They also received reparations from Germany. Not hating, they got the bag, that's cool. Native Americans, right? Those people who went across the continent when it was frozen altogether, whatever, settled in America. Long story short, they're still receiving reparations for the past crimes and atrocities of the European pilgrims, slave owners that came over and killed off and give the Native Americans disease. They're getting reparations. Their descendants, okay, not the Native Americans that it occurred to, their descendants are receiving reparations. They're receiving reparations. Because I've heard all of the excuses about reparation. Oh, it wasn't us. It wasn't the people that are living today. It wasn't the baby boomers. It wasn't Generation X, so on and so forth. Oh, it's too expensive. Oh, I know you guys are tired of that racial trope that they use in place of not paying us what they owe us. Now, and I keep hearing people, stop begging for reparations. Stop begging for reparations. I heard somebody yesterday, I forgot what forum I was on, but it was a Haitian guy here in America telling another Black American, stop begging for reparations. We're not begging for anything. If anything, Haitians need to go to Spain. Haitians need to go to France and demand their reparations for tearing up their entire island. Because what people don't understand, In the War of 1804, when the Haitians and the native people of the island of Hispaniola on the Haitian side fought back against the Frenchmen and killed off everybody, couple of decades later, France demanded reparations from Haiti, and Haiti paid for it. Haiti, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why Haiti paid out these reparations to France, which France didn't need it because they've been extrapolating resources from the African continent, from the Caribbean for 100 years or so. Okay, for 100 years, or a very, very rich country that has been stealing for a lot of black countries. But here's the thing, family. Here's the thing. When we look at all these other groups, and some of them may or may not know their history, why they keep being anti-Black American receiving reparations? Here's the answer. They don't want to go back home and fight for their reparations, and they don't want to see us get the bag either, okay? And I'm not stating all immigrants. I'm not stating that. I'm not stating Haitian immigrant, all Haitian immigrants, all Caribbean immigrants, all African immigrants, because I want to keep this black. We already know what the white folk think, okay? We already know what the system of white supremacy and those people who pledge allegiance to it, so to speak, we already know what they think. But when it comes to people who blend in, okay, the people who get in and blend in because of their skin color, and some of these people are now trying to reclassify themselves as Black Americans. And I don't just mean African Americans, family. I mean foundational Black Americans. But it's important. It's important that we understand what's going on when we start talking about our reparations and supporting those legislators who are reparationists, not those who just look black, not those who just talk black, not those who may throw up a couple of treats here and there about what they potentially going to do if you vote for them. No, those are those who make promises in writing. If reparations and making Black American protected class is not on the table, then why would I vote for you? Because most importantly, we need to make Black Americans a protected class. See, it's a concept that needs our attention. And we might have to hit the streets. We might have to hit these legislatures, our aldermen, our councilmen, our governors, because you can get a protected class within your state because governors are like presidents of their states, are they not? But we also want that federal legislation, just as though the Asian Americans received protected class status as well. So family, let's break down some of these social programs that you see here. Now, I'm gonna be jumping around the map here. Let me see, SSI, right? The Supplemental Security Income Assistance. And I want you to look at this website out right here, National Immigration Law Center, because there's some things I'm gonna point out to you guys. Now, before I go over these social programs, I really want you guys to look at this really quickly. Look at this, family. Qualified immigrants. It states here, some states provide a census of immigrants who are not eligible for federally funded services. Key terms used in the table include the following. Qualified immigrants. Listen to this. And this may even help some immigrants that I'm giving this information out. That's the double standard in giving the Black empowerment pieces here. Nonetheless, it says refugees and asylees, those people who are seeking asylum, they are now qualified immigrants. So essentially, when immigrants cross the border, they are illegal. As soon as they cross the border, they're illegal. And then 2 steps inside of America or a step and a half inside of America, I'm seeking asylum. So now they are now qualified immigrants when the federal government have deemed them asylum seekers. If we, and I'm just giving you one number because we know Hispanics from the country of Mexico, Guatemala, Venezuela, Honduras, you name it, they're here. Colombia, Cuba, you look at those Hispanic ones, Dominican Republic, Haitian, you even have East Indians coming through the Mexican border. You have Chinese coming through the Mexican border. I'm probably missing some other people, but there have been a lot of people coming through the border illegally. But as soon as they get across, they seek asylum. And then their status change. Now, they're in this pending status because the U.S. government has to do an investigation. Now, how are all these people gaining citizenship as fast as they are gaining citizenship without these investigations being done? Because the administration that's now in power is fast-tracking illegal immigrants, changing their status to refugees and asylum seekers, changing their status to permanent residence, and so on and so forth. But in this qualified immigrant status, once they have been deemed asylum seekers, let me show you what these people are receiving. Let me blow this up for you guys, okay? And now I'm gonna give a breakdown of some of these programs like SSI, which is the supplemental, okay, the supplemental security income. It states that it's a program that provides cash assistance, cash, not grants, not education, not WIC, women in care, where you get the milk and the eggs. No. Cash, supplemental security income provides cash to low-income individuals. Listen to this: low-income individuals who are I see I lost you guys. Here we go. This is ridiculous. Let me see here. Let me see if I can get back on screen, family. Now, here we go. Here we go. Keep having these issues. I do apologize. But there's a lot of these programs that immigrants can apply for and actually receive. And just in case you're not aware, because I was cut off, I don't know how far I was off. Supplemental security income, known as SSI, that's money. Supplemental nutrition assistance program, that's SNAP, that's also money. Children's health insurance program, that is health insurance for their children. You got Medicaid that covers the adult. You got Section 8. I mean, I have a whole list of social programs that immigrants, either illegal or non-illegal, or as a status that they're not illegal, actually receive. Okay, family, because this is the criteria. This is the criteria. What's a qualified immigrant? Well, I just came yesterday illegally over the border. I'm refugee. I'm an asylum seeker. So automatically, as you see here, family, they are now a qualified immigrant, right? They are a qualified immigrant. Now they're qualified. They can receive all of these benefits. So damn the talks that's anti-reparations. Damn the talk, because I hear a lot of people stating that they're really not in the whole immigration fight. And my thing is, as an American, not a Black American, just as an American, if I see homeless people on the streets and I see people coming over the border, pouring over the border, they're asking for help. They want all of these. We're asylum seekers, we're refugees, we just need assistance. Why haven't we assisted the people who are unsheltered first? All of these recreation centers and community centers and majority of these Black cities, they are now evicting the people who are utilizing these facilities in order to house illegal immigrants. And then they can actually qualify for all of these social programs that America has. So much for being a capitalist country, but they tell us go kick rocks when we tell them that they owe us reparations. They tell us go kick rocks when we tell them about our reparations. So I want you guys to be very, very cognizant. I want you to be very, very cognizant of the dynamic that America has, the American people warring against each other while they are throwing the rock hide in the hand. And I'm gonna tell you why, and I'm gonna leave you guys with this. The Democrats are allowing a mass amount of immigration, a mass amount of illegal immigrants, changing their status to qualified immigrants as they are seeking asylum, as they are refugees. And I just name, the people coming south of the border, all those countries, Haitians, East Indians, Chinese, of course, Afghanistan. They actually flew the Afghanis over here. All sorts of people. We've given over $113 billion to Ukraine. We're giving probably 100 million or 100 billion to Israel to help them to fight with Hezbollah and Hamas and all these other groups. So there's all these billions of dollars, and I didn't even go over the foreign budget that we also give billions of dollars to these other countries. But I did do that maybe about 3 or 4 months ago in another one of my videos. But nonetheless, family, the thing I want to point out here is that all these other countries are receiving assistance out of the foreign budget. All these other people that come over here for whatever reason they come receive all these social programs that America has offered for its citizens that is now being offered to quote unquote qualified immigrants. But soon as Black Americans talk about reparations, oh, you need to pull yourself up. You need to get it out the mud. You need to make a way. You need to stop being lazy. We get all of these racial tropes pointed towards us, and we have been the most oppressed and aggrieved group here in America. Yes, we can do for self. Yes, even in an oppressive system, we can be successful. Yes, we can get it out the mud. but give us what you owe, and that is the bottom line. Point blank and simple. Be one.